What's going on, Sandro? How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing, Colin?
Can't complain at all. Yeah, it's been a great day so far. So I wanted to just do a quick little intro overall, just for the people, obviously that don't know who you are quite yet. So just to give a quick little brief introduction of yourself, Sandro. If you want to just describe kind of what you do, what prompted you originally to kind of book in, and yeah, just start off with giving like a quick little intro of yourself. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, I'm a mortgage broker in Ontario, Canada, and I work with all sorts of lenders from your standard banks all the way to private lenders. Maybe that's someone that's looking to buy raw land and build a house.
Hmm.
Obviously, with what I do, it's a lot of documentation, especially here. And it can get pretty tedious because you're getting so many documents and just trying to keep that organized. So a big thing
Yeah.
for me was trying to look for ways to save time, really, right? And just be more efficient with my time and spend more time on those activities that are going to net me more income, basically, rather than spending so much time on a lot of those tedious tasks. So that's basically what led me to start looking around for something like this, and here we are.
Awesome. No, sounds good. Because from my recollection, when you were kind of first in your discovery phase, you were looking at potentially hiring like local, and then it just didn't make a lot of sense to you. Is that right?
Yeah, for sure. And obviously, locally, the from a cost perspective is going to be, a lot more. And I mean, really, you still need the same training unless I found someone that's local, that's already in the mortgage space, who's already licensed, which if they're
Hmm.
licensed and they're really that good, a lot of times they're probably just going to go and do their own deals
Yeah.
anyways. So they wouldn't really be wanting to work with someone like myself. So this just um, from that
Yeah.
perspective, from a cost perspective, from all of that, it just seemed to make a lot of sense.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah, because I recall you kind of mentioning before you were, just spinning your tires in terms of doing a lot of like the more menial type of tasks, and then eventually, that's kind of what obviously got us in touch in the first place. So, overall, can you also kind of elaborate on like whereabouts, like when you first started looking virtually? I mean, the whole like exploratory kind of phase. What prompted you to I guess get an assistant through us? What the really big thing that you saw was in terms of everything?
Yeah, so essentially, I'd been looking around on Google, as you normally start, or using ChatGPT, stuff like that, just trying to find. I'd heard of virtual assistants before, but obviously, then you go down the rabbit hole of looking, and there's so much great marketing out there that it's
Yeah.
sometimes tough to find companies that are legit and who are actually going to have products that are going to be beneficial to you in your business or whatever it is that you're looking for. So I started looking around. I think initially when I had first come across you, it had been through, I believe it was Reddit actually, and then I went online, started seeing some really good reviews. So that's kind of how we came to today, and it's been a really great decision because it's allowed me to focus on those income producing activities that I need to be, and
Hmm.
less on the stuff that just more menial, like that
Yeah.
take up a lot of my time, really.
Awesome. Yeah, no, for sure. And that's something pretty common in not only just your industry, but really a lot of industries that individuals, whether it's mortgage, whether it's people in the accounting space, billing departments, like admin stuff, like whatever it is, that's the thing that we hear a lot is that like you're really tied down to like everything. You're pretty much like a slave to your own job, right? Like
Yep.
even though you're working for somebody and you're able to work the hours that you kind of set and want, you still kind of are in the weeds every day, right? So in terms of that whole process, I mean, I'm kind of glad to hear that we've been able to somewhat like pull you out to some capacity. I know you're looking at kind of starting your own stuff too on top. So I mean, overall, what would you say, like your level of commitment now? I know before you said you were working like, 50, 60 hours a week sometimes, and in some cases, like, would you say a lot of that has been now alleviated due to your assistant?
Definitely, yeah. definitely. And it's allowed me to focus on some other stuff, not necessarily tied to my day to day, so more like side hustle kind of stuff. So it's allowed me to not be spending the time on those tasks that I was before. That was obviously taken away from some of the other things that I want to do. And now I'm able to invest more time in that, which is great. Obviously, that's really, a lot of times we're looking for ways to just be more efficient with our time, and obviously being, only one person, is only so much you can do. So having that help is huge, and has given me more freedom as well. So I don't need to work as much time in my mortgage business on those tasks, because really the bulk of what I do is a lot of that very, I'm not even sure what the word is that I'm looking for, but a lot of what I do is really a lot of just super, super tedious stuff. Even on the document collection side, everything I do is using technology. And for those clients who are not tech savvy, just teaching them how to use technology is
Yeah.
kind of a pain in the ass sometimes, if you will. So having someone to help out with that, someone who is tech savvy, to be able to assist those clients with even the most simple things. For many of us, could be super, super simple. For some people, that's like a foreign language to them.
Yeah.
So having that help is really a big weight off my shoulders. So then I can focus on the bigger stuff, like getting deals approved, getting new clients, following up with existing or past clients, and less on the document collection,
Yeah.
setting up calls, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Overall, again, we hear a lot of different industries, and it's like when you actually look at how many hours you're spending on menial tasks throughout the week, like every industry is a little bit different. But like I've heard and just literally seen, like when some individuals are putting in 40-hour work weeks, and out of the 40 hours, they're probably spending about 25 of those hours on, again, things that can certainly be offset and everything like that. So I guess my last big question to you would be, if somebody is on the fence about hiring a virtual assistant in their respective niche, whether it's real estate or some other field, like what would you tell them now based on your experience working with one, getting a lot of that stuff done? Like what would you tell that person that's on the fence about it?
I would say, honestly, to take the leap. I mean, it's really not a huge amount of money. So you're gonna get, even if it's, let's say, the equivalent work to, let's say, someone else in North America. Let's say all things being equal, they're giving you the same level of service. The cost is going to be so much less, and
Yeah.
obviously you're still going to have to train someone. You're still going to, have to show them how you work, maybe learning some of the systems that you use. But I can't really see why. Obviously, people got to do their own research, and it
Yeah.
helps to talk to people already using your services, and to hear their feedback. But I think you take the leap and give it a shot. And if that person's not the right person, then you move on to the next, or whatever it is. But yeah, I can't really say anything bad, as it's been super helpful for me, and given me a lot more freedom, like I said.
Awesome. Fantastic. Well, I appreciate you for jumping on today, Sandro, and just sharing everything about your business, everything, and just how it's, evolved and really changed, throughout the last several months. And, appreciate you as, a close client of ours, and someone that's, just really helped us a lot. So really appreciate that. If you need anything else, Sandro, just let us know. And, again, thank you for jumping on and just sharing your, uh, results, and more importantly, just your experience with us overall.
No worries at all. Thanks, Cohen. I appreciate you hearing me out, and taking the time.
Perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Sandro. Have a good one.
You too.
Cheers.
Cheers.